come here. Can I ask you a personal question? What lives under your bed or in the bottom of your wardrobe? Smelly socks? Old food? Something horrible? Grimy? I'll show you what lives under mine. Splat monsters. Good, aren't they? Look at that lot. Cute in a splatty sort of way. And do you know what? They're very easy to make and great fun to do. Come and have a look at this. Now, to make a splat monster, first you need to lay down a bin bag or plastic carrier bag to protect the surface that you're working on. Then you need to make some paper pulp. Now, to do this, mix some PVA glue with a small amount of water, but you need quite a lot of this mixture. Then, this is the boring bit, tear up about 6 double pages of newspaper into little bits. Might take you some time. Get Granny to do it or something. And when you've done all that, you'll have all of this. Look at that. Then, I'm going to do something you hardly ever see me do on Art Attack. I'm going to roll up my sleeves because this is messy. The idea is to put your paper bits, there we go, into the glue and squelch them about with your hands. Oh, I love my job. Look at that, eh? Keep squelching and slowly, very slowly, the paper will soak up the glue and it'll start to disintegrate if you keep mushing about. Now, look, I have to say, this takes a bit of time. It's great fun to do, but when it's done, wipe your hands and you will have something that looks like this. Look at that. It looks horrible, doesn't it? It looks like the moon's surface. Well, it makes your monster's body. So just grab a handful of it, like that, and then mould it into a rough ball. And again, I'm just squidging, squelching and moulding. And then hold this just above your bin bag and let it drop. There we go. Then you just mould it into shape a little bit if you need to. That's not bad actually, so I think I'm going to leave that like that. Just push the sides down a bit so your splat monster's got a flat bottom. Now, to make the splats coming out of the monster's body, use smaller bits of newspaper pulp. Just grab them and sort of roll them into splat arm shapes, whatever that is, sort of sausages really, and then just place it on the bag so that it's next to your monster's body and mould it into shape like that and just gradually smooth it in like that. Look at that. It's all in the finger work on this one. I'll do another one there to show you. There we go. With a little sausage. And it's great doing this. And just put it on there like that and press that into place and just smooth around the edges of the splat until you're happy with its shape. And you need to do splats all the way round. I'm just going to do this couple to show you. Now, to make your monster's eyes, just use even smaller bits of pulp and just mould them into little balls and stick them in place on the top of the body, like that. Just press them down a bit, don't want to squash them though. Now, for his mouth, take a pencil and just carefully push it into the body at the front, just under the eyes, and wiggle it about a bit to create a nice toothless grin. See that? And when you've done this and all the splats around the bottom, leave it to dry. Now, it will take quite a long time to dry, but it's worth it because when it's dry, you'll have something that looks like that. Look at that. Brilliant, isn't it? And look at that. He's gone all rock hard. He's really solid. And to give your monster his gloopy skin, you need to get some different coloured poster paints. And the idea is to pour your first colour over the monster and let the paint drip. So here we go. Whoa, look at that lot. On you go. There it goes. Let it all drip down to create this gloopy, splatty sort of effect. And then do the same with your second colour. I'm going to use a yellow here. So watch this all mix in. Oh, down it goes. There, look at that. Over there, down there. Very nice. And do the same again with your third colour. And I love doing messy art attacks like this. As long as you prepare for them first and don't make too much mess. Great fun. Look at that. And leave that to dry, but I'm just going to lift it up a little bit there to see the effect. There it is. Look at that. You can see him in there. And you can always touch up those little bits there with a paintbrush. And you know, you can get different effects for your monster's skin depending on the different colours that you use. Okay, let's try another one this time, just because I like doing it. There we go, here's a yellow one. And see what happens to this one. When it goes there, I'm just going to pour this. Actually, I'm going to do it quicker this time, see what happens. And it goes. And then an orange one. I think I'll do it in sort of hoops around there, like that. Look at that. And on there. And again, any of those bits that you miss, any of those gaps, you can touch them up with a paintbrush, but try not to spoil the gloopy effect. And finally, I'm going to have a purple on this one. There it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's beginning to take over there. Not too much. All dribbling down like that. And how about finally, maybe one using fluorescent colours. Again, I'm going to start off with a sort of fluorescent yellow around there. And see what I'm doing? I'm pouring out onto all those splatty arms. And try it with the pink, fluorescent pink. And over the arms again there. Like that. And again, if you miss any of the bits out, just pour over them. Ooh, there's another bit. And finally, maybe a fluorescent orange down. Oh, look at that. That's really going for it, isn't it? On there, and there, and there. And again, with a good old paintbrush, touch up any of those bits that you've actually missed. But again, trying not to spoil that sort of gloopy, pory effect. And when you've left it to dry, it'll look brilliant. But I'm just going to lift it up just to show you the effect. See that? There it is. That's really splatty, isn't it? Look at that. That's fantastic. And when you've done all of this and the painting is dry, you can add further detail, such as white eyes, and maybe even do the detail on his eyes in black permanent marker and give him a black permanent marker mouth. And I think that looks brilliant. And how about this? When you're at the messy, wet newspaper pulp stage, just before you paint it, you could cut some little cardboard box card arms and hands and just stick them in at the sides like that. Look at that, just press them into your pulp, press them in nice and firmly, and when this is dried and it's all painted, you'll have a messy little splat monster that looks like this. Look at that. He's a sort of, hello, Mum, splat monster. And the great thing is, these splat monsters come out different every time. Right then, I'll just take this one to his home. And he lives under here with all of his friends. Look at that lot. Try it yourself. Make a splat monster that lurks in the murky, dark areas of your bedroom.